Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Maureen McGrath, a registered nurse continence advisor, sexual health educator with a special interest in women's intimate health after menopause. And I'm delighted to be here with you to talk about an important yet often overlooked health issue that many women face: pelvic organ prolapse. For those of you who may not be familiar, it is a condition where the pelvic organs slip out of their normal positions and descend into or outside of the vaginal canal. It can cause discomfort, a bulging feeling, the inability to empty your bladder effectively. It can also lead to difficulties with bowel movements, and it can lead to embarrassment. And this condition can be a source of a loss of dignity and can significantly impact a woman's lifestyle and sense of self. Let me share a heartwarming story with you about resilience and rejuvenation. One of my patients, who is 85 years young, came to my clinical practice to have her pelvic organ prolapse corrected. Now, we often correct these with something called a pessary, which is a medical grade silicone device that's inserted into the vagina to support the fallen organ. This is a typical one. It's a small ring with support. We also have them in different sizes, and so this is a larger one. It not only has support, but it has a knob to help women who also experience stress urinary incontinence. So I fitted my lovely patient, I'll call her Lily, with a pessary, and she was so delighted. So delighted, so much so that she said, I'd like to get things back up and going down there, and I'd like to go on online dating. Yes, at 85 years young, she wants to engage actively and reinvigorate not only her social life, but her sex life as well. And it's stories like hers that remind us that it is never too late to make changes that may enhance your lives. I loved her spirit and optimism. It demonstrated that age is truly just a number and that everyone deserves to live life as fully as possible. So she was sort of curious about getting things going down there again, and she asked me for any tips. And so I suggested that before she met somebody for coffee or whatever, that she perhaps start to do some self-exploration. And so I thought the Viva Sena might be a nice tool just for that. It's a clitoral stimulation device, and it's also a vibrator, so it has dual action. This would be a tool that would help her to get more comfortable with herself, to know herself once again. You see, her husband had passed about 3 years ago, and so it had been a while since she had been intimate, since she had been his caregiver as well for a number of years. So the Viva Sena is a nice tool for her to help get to know herself once again, for her to help with her sleep and help with her anxiety, especially around entering into a new world. This is about creating a pathway to reconnecting with her body and her spirit, enabling her to pursue her joy with vigor, regardless of her age. Thank you so much again for being here and for your interest in this vital topic. And if you would like to order your Viva Sena, you can use the code MM20 for a special discount. Together, we continue to encourage heartening stories and promote wellness across all stages of life. And if you have a story that you'd like to share with me, feel free to email me, nursetalk@hotmail.com. That's nursetalk@hotmail.com. But if you'd like to order your Viva Sena, head on over to savvy-viva.com. That's SAVVY-VIVA.com. Remember, the power to uplift your life is within reach. Could be at your bedside table, anytime and at any age. So let's keep the conversation going and embrace every opportunity to enhance your lives and the lives of those around us. And so if you feel this episode might help somebody that you know, feel free to share it. I'm Maureen McGrath, registered nurse continence advisor, sexual health educator. And remember, your pleasure is your power. For more information, head on over to my website, maureenmcgrath.com, or you can always tune into my podcast, Nurse Maureen's Health Show Podcast. Thank you so much.